Jah Rastafari. Today is the day that Lidge McConan, also known as Rastafari, better known as Haile Selassie the First, which also means power of the Trinity, was birthed. Choosing to come through the stars on this day, what they call July 23rd, is really Leo the First. What do I mean? Go check your 5D calendar. If you ain't have one, go get one. July Leo the first is the first day that the sun enters into Leo. So the same day that the sun enters into Leo, here comes Lidge McConan. Here comes the legacy, the legend, and ultimately the divine law, the liberty that we all came to live in, known as Rastafari. His existence gave birth to that. And so it's the symbolism is so on point. When I say Leo the first, this is the lion. So he is birthed the first day that the sun goes into the lion. He is born with the lion. He walks with the lions. This is why everyone saw him with the lions, literally. And he's known as the conquering lion, King of Judah. All of that, King of Kings, Lords of Lords, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, coming out of the Solomonic era. And then another key note that I noticed was something I saw. He was the 225th in the lineage from King Solomon. 225, that number, when you add up all the digits, is a 9. He is a 9. He's a spiritual completion. The code 9 is in his lineage, in the Solomonic lineage, which is coming from David, of course. But anyhow, aside from that, one of the things I want to point out is the symbolism of the lion. The lion, just like if I could parallel this to the symbolism of the fish with Yeshua. This is why we got to look at these symbolisms. Nothing is a coincidence. The reason why he's paired with the fish, for those who don't know, is because he brought in the age of Pisces. He was ushering the Piscean age. He was the star of the Piscean age that brought that in. So he was bringing in the fish. He was the fisher of men, the age of the believing that carried us out of the age of the ram. And though Selassie is not bringing in an age, he prepared us for this age, for such a time as this, for the Aquarian age. He was preparing us. He comes in on the star that brings us the era of Selassie, of Rastafari. Let me say it that way. What people may know as a religion, as Rastafarian, I don't call it that. It's Rastafari, and I are Rastafari, and that's plural. And meaning that it is a whole livity that his star gave birth to. And the island, this is another thing that Jamaica has to know, the power of Jamaica, the island that it stems from. Rastafari was first brought out and came through Jamaica. There's something about that island, I'm telling y'all. There's something about that land as it connects to the ethers and the stars, just as it was making the same pivot with Third Eye Atlas. As Third Eye Atlas had its perihelion around the sun, pivoting around the sun, so too was Melissa pivoting around. It's like it etched its path around Jamaica at the same darn time. No coincidences. So Selassie, Rastafari, gave way to that lineage, that livity, that actually helped me personally be able to not be tied to the system. For me to be able to be that strong rebellious spirit that says, who cares about the system, because a Rasta is not supposed to be a part of Babylon. And that's what it comes out of. So coming into 5D, like, oh, I've been trained for this. If anyone was paying attention, there's a lot of Rastafarians that are lost now, and I'm gonna call them Rastafarians because those who are the ones who made a religion out of it. But those who know, the true ones, know that this Rastafari movement gave way for the fifth dimension. It is what set the groundwork for you to walk in a true liberty that is outside of the system. Hail Selassie, all hail Selassie, I, Selassie the first, power of the Trinity in all that it's worth. And those of us who are knowing what the true Trinity is. So he's known for many things. Being a speaker that spoke at the nations, to the nations, very eloquently. Known also as the father of Africa. This is a day that we take time out to honor. Some may have a whole holy day, whatever it is that you want to call, but we take time out to honor the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering lion, that Leo lion that is born on the first day of Leo, conquering lion of the tribes of Judah, out of the Solomonic dynasty. So we thank his contribution, his existence for being a contribution to the Rastafari movement, the legacy that lives on, the liberty that we're able to embrace, and the divine laws that we are able to be living through principles in order for us to retrace and embrace. So with that said, enjoy the Selassie Day. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Jah Rastafari is well on its way.